A very good morning to you and welcome to Just Africa on Soup News Television, where we spotlight transformative trends shaping the African continent. Today, we turn our lenses to one of Africa's most promising service industries, hospitality. It's with a focus on how technology is redefining hotel operations and elevating guest satisfaction, especially in Nigeria. Before we continue, good morning to the lady in red sitting beside me.
I like the way you said it. It sounds like the lady in red song. Good morning, Priya. By the way, I love your suit. I love your tie. I always love your tie. You have the way you match the ties. I think you have eyes for picking good ties. Good morning.
It's the job.
And you do look good. No. It's more than looking for the job. You know, sometimes I want the job, sometimes I want to look good. But you look amazing.
Thank you very
much.
And
beautiful topic we are talking about today.
Exactly, yes. And this sector in the Nigerian economy and even across Africa, it's not something that we can do away with. The other day I was having a conversation and I got to know that in Ethiopia, immediately you land in one of their major airports, there's a large hotel that is owned by the state airline. And it's about 1,000 bed hotel, 1,000. So I was looking for if we have such in Nigeria, and I think I'm hearing news that, okay, we have one of them in Nigeria, probably in the Federal Capital Territory. They're also with 1,000 bed. And that is good. Not only because it is quite strategic that it is positioned in the entrance of the state, while for that of Nigeria is positioned in the midst of the Federal Capital Territory. And we are not surprised the reason why it is positioned that way. You have lots of people trooping into the country for either business purposes or pleasure. And when they come in, they need to have somewhere to stay and sleep over to do their business. It's not only somewhere to just stay and sleep, but somewhere very, very comfortable. And we know that during the festive seasons, we just finished with Ojudeoba, the Eid al-Kabir celebration, and some other festive or celebrations that are coming. We know that this specific service sector is always a fast earner. It is always a fast earner.
Yes.
And it is required that governors of each state, whether in Nigeria or other African countries, we need to put the required infrastructure in place to create the ecosystem for these businesses to blossom.
Talking about blossoming, of course, we cannot forget the fact that Lagos State government made so much during the dirty December from tourism. And you cannot take hospitality away from tourism. Today, we are talking about the importance of technology. Initially, when people were talking about introducing technology to the tourism sector, hotels, people were afraid of their jobs being lost. But right now, the fact is, technology has become a boost to aid jobs. So I'm in America, I'm in the UK, I'm in China, and I want to come home. Via technology, I can just check on the top 10 best hotels that I need. And I can do, sometimes you even have an AI overview where you can see how your rooms are going to look like.
Exactly.
If you are walking through the corridor, the kind of people you are going to meet at the reception, the entrances, the swimming pool.
The atmosphere before you make your way down there physically.
Technology has taken you to a place where you can make a choice with ease. That's the first step. It has also taken you to a place where, okay, you know security concerns. So if anybody was robbed in an hotel or maybe somebody was harassed as a guest, you are going to see it online. So technology has also taken you to that point where you know that, okay, if I'm here, this place isn't safe. This place is safer. So for me, technology has aided, anything that has to do with hospitality. It's a good thing that we have it now, although some people are still scared because, of course, you know the way they say about anything AI. Some are positive, some are negative. Of course, when you talk about payments has been made easy. So I had a friend years ago who booked a hotel. She was coming into the country. And you know the way family is, you don't want to tell family. She had been sending money to build a house. So she wanted to catch them red-handed. Via technology.
So she refused to give them information.
Give anybody information.
Home.
She was able to book online, take a safe place near the plot of land, show up early in the morning, and find out that, look, the people that said they had roofed, the people that said they had done iron rod, they had not done anything.
The ground was bare.
Yes. And these are some of the pluses for technology.
Okay. Yes. You just talked about bookings right now. There were times when you go, or let me just say there are classes of hotel that you go to, or hospitality centers that you, first of all, you won't just meet anybody. There's someone on the front desk, but that job, the person is not sitting on the front job because he wants to attend to the normal things, because you would have done that all online. But I think I'm getting information that we already have ideas, so we need to move on with the program.
Okay.
Now, across Africa, countries like South Africa, Morocco, and Kenya have harnessed digital innovation to modernize their hospitality sectors. From AI-powered concierge services to automated booking systems and personalized guest experiences driven by data analytics, technology is now the key competitive differentiator in hotel management in Nigeria. The potential is vast, with its fast-growing population, expanding travel sector, and vibrant cultural economy. The country stands at a crucial moment to digitally transform its hospitality industry to meeting international standards and boost economic growth. We'll go on a break. And when we return from this break, we'll have an expert, one who is a practitioner in what we are talking about, joining us via Zoom to have deeper insight in the conversation. Don't go anywhere. It's Just Africa from Soup News Television. Welcome back. Many thanks for joining us on the program today. Today, we are here to unpack this vital conversation. And joining us is Olugbenga Sunday. He's a renowned tourism and hospitality expert in Nigeria, known for his extensive contributions to the industry. He is the lead consultant at Tojum Hospitality, a company he founded in 2016. His work spans various roles and initiatives, earning in the national and the international recognition. Olugbenga holds multiple certifications, including HND, MITP, MTI, and FIHTM. He's a member of the Institute of Hospitality in the UK and Association of Tourism and Hospitality Consultants of Nigeria, and he is recognized as one of the top 100 tourism personalities in Nigeria. He's also the Convener Hotel Managers Conference Africa. Good morning to you, and many thanks for joining us this morning. I would say Dr. Oyinpreye Sunday.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you.
You're very much welcome. You won't be having conversation with just myself. I have a co-presenter here. Yes.
Dr. Oyinpreye, good morning. It's so lovely to have you here with us today. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
First of all, I know the core of our conversation borders around the use of technology to enhance hospitality services in Nigeria and how hotels and their management have adopted that. But first of all, let me speak with you about the hospitality and tourism industry. Just the hospitality industry in Nigeria. How do you think it's faring?
Yeah, thank you so much. It's hospitality in Nigeria is growing geometrically. Because what I'm seeing in Nigeria is becoming a destination everybody wants to see. A lot of things are bringing people to Nigeria. Our international airport wing, it's really very busy. The airlines are increasing in their numbers. So what does that mean? It means that Nigeria is big in the market size. We have a lot of players. We have a lot of things going on in Nigeria, especially in our major cities. Now, you can imagine what Dangote Refinery just did in Pejuleki. You can imagine the number of people that has to be in Nigeria because of that project. not to talk about other projects coming up. So I would say hospitality sector in Nigeria is growing geometrically, and we have the statistics. The number of brands coming in, the number of properties under development set to open in the next 2, 3, 4 years across our major city is alarming. So hospitality in Nigeria growing, number one. And when it comes to the volume of business that is available for this sector, it's unprecedented. You can't even imagine it. We saw what happened in Dirty December last year, and we're already preparing for the 2025 edition of Dirty December. So I would say, in summary, it's a sector that has a lot of potentials, a lot of potentials. Investors are coming in. We have new brands coming in. We have expatriates joining the sector. And I'm one of the, I would say, watchdog to this sector in Nigeria and in Africa. And I will say it categorically that hospitality industry in Nigeria has a lot of potential. And for now, the growth is geometric. Thank you.
All right. Now, there's another question, a follow-up question to this. Do you think, as much as we have the population, as much as Nigeria serves as a destination, attracting people from different climes for the purpose of business or pleasure, do you think at home here we have done much to establish infrastructure in the business ecosystem that can drive hospitality industry?
Yes, thank you. I would say this, that we are still behind. We are still behind. That's a whole lot of things that hospitality cannot stand alone. Hospitality stands with aviation. Hospitality stands with food and beverages. It stands with security and infrastructures. Now, even with some other things that government needs to provide, I want to start by saying, first, if you look at our aviations, within our local flights, we still have issues of canceling flights and all that, rescheduling flights. Those are things that bring setback to hospitality. I have made a reservation already in a particular hotel in Abuja, but my airline has rescheduled. That's already a setback to our sector, because that money I will be asking for refund, and that experience will not be completed. And if you look at infrastructures or facilities like power, it's a setback to the industry, because where there are some hotels that won't be able to afford 247 lights once we don't have electricity supply in good quantity. So what I'm saying is that within us here, we need to do more to support this sector. Security-wise, there's a way you have unrest. For instance, now, all the bookings in Benue must have been cancelled because of the unrest we experienced lately. So once there's no adequate securities in a sector, or let me say in a region in Nigeria, it impacts directly on the hospitality sector. So what I'm saying is that we need to look at the ecosystem and check areas we need to improve on. Security, we need to improve because it's impacting. Our aviation, we need to improve, it's impacting. And of course, power, that's the sole responsibility of the government. So all these are quite important because they are actually helping the industry to grow more. Thank you.
All right, Dr. Omotayo, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
All right, so I want to ask a question. My question has to do with security, because you took us to security, and I was like, within the hotels, how has technology helped for security. And we walk into hotels nowadays and we see CCTV cameras. We know that you now have a back end. This has led you to also employ people who are security engineers, you know, tech guys and all that. How do you think that technology has helped in hospitality and has even made clients and employees feel safer?
Thank you. Yes, technology is ahead. And I'll say we can't even do anything again without technology. I'll start from access. Today now, we have some equipment deployed to the hotels to actually scrutinize and scan everyone that comes into the hotel. If you go to big brands, you have the access door there. These are security doors. They are not just doors. They are doors that detect metals. They detect anything suspicious that can cause harm. In fact, there are some hotels you can't even enter in Nigeria today, and I give it to branded hotels and some other top domestic brands. And we encourage everyone to actually adopt that. There's a need for us to be more conscious and deploy technology. There are things you won't be able to search from the bag, but if they scan it through the bag, through the machine, you will see the whole thing on the screen, just like what we have in the airports. So these are the things that has been helping hospitality to improve security. And of course, we have the scanners. Apart from that, even from the gate, we have scanners that can scan everything in the car, under the car, they roll it along. So technology, that's one side on the access. The other side is the cameras. Now we have cameras that will not only pick the face, I mean the pictures, but we can still record the voice. Camera that can actually listen to your conversations within the facility. So this is actually beautiful ideas that technology is adding to hospitality. With cameras, we assure the back end, the front, and within the facility in our corridors. We can see real-time experience, what is going on in our facility. We have some hotels that has over 300 rooms in Lagos. So as the GM of that hotel, you cannot be everywhere. You are not God. You are not head. So you have to. That's why today now we have people that monitor the camera. And I want to say this to everyone. If your hotel has cameras, appoint someone that actually monitor that camera. It's not until something happens you go to the camera and go and play. No, the real-time experience is to employ someone to face the camera all day and check around what is happening within the hotel premises and even outside the hotel premises, even within the staff area, even within offices. So there is a need for us to activate that in all our hotels. What I saw today is that until something happens, before we go to the camera to go and play, and most time when we get there, the camera disappoint us. But the password can even be with the person that set up the camera in the last 4 years. It's a problem. So we are not maximizing cameras, which is actually something I would love to talk about. Let's maximize it. Somebody should be there to monitor real-time happening within your facility. If you can afford the one that can pick voice, why not listen to those voices and see conversation going on within your facility? We have a lot of technology that has helped the security situations in hotels. Now we now have a camera by the door that can show us who is coming into our room. So while you stand by the door, I can actually see your face. There's a camera that shows who is coming, who's at my door. Those are the technology that we have. We have a whole lot of technology that we can actually keep exploring and align ourselves to what I call global best practices. Thank you.
All right. So sorry, I have a follow-up question. Talking about global best practices, what are you doing? Because I know that you are putting together a summit of all hotel owners. We're going to talk about that in a bit. But what are you doing to encourage staff training? It's not enough, like you talked about the fact that a lot of times, you know, something happens and then you get to the camera and you now realize that it has not even been accessed since it was placed there. What are you doing to encourage hotel owners or people who handle hospitality to train their staff to become AI compliant, especially to world universal standards?
Okay, thank you. If you look at my profile, you will see that I am an advocate of training. I believe so much in capacity building. I always believe someone can become better doing that same thing just by impacting that person, by training that person, right skills, having the right skills, and of course, emotional skills. Now, hotel people see hotels as what are they actually doing there? Is it not just to check in a guest and check him out and prepare the food? There's not most of the investors, they don't even see the need to train or to invest in training. But I would say that hospitality sector needs professionals for it to stand out. You see complaint everywhere. It's because we don't have competent hands managing these hotels. As tiny as cleaning a room, it might look so ordinary, but you need a skillful person to be able to service a hotel room properly. Let's now go back to food and beverages. You need a skillful chef to be able to man that kitchen and produce something nice. Menu engineering. Then let's now go to front desk. You need a skillful person to give every guest that walk into that hotel a wow experience. So what I'm saying holistically is that even as a manager, you need a skillful person that can manage people, that can manage the facility, plan and organize the whole system in a systematic way that does not cause for alarm. So we need to keep telling people that in your budget, it's not enough to build hotel with 3 billion naira. Have a budget for capacity building, have a budget for training, because that hotel of 3 billion naira will go down the drain if it's being kept in unprofessional's hand. So today you see a lot of hotel managers, hotel staff, you can say that this one does not, has never been trained. The way he takes the order in the restaurant, the way he receives the guest in the front desk, the way they attend to guest requests, in fact, the food they bring to you, the presentation, you will just know that no, this one has never been trained. And we have a lot of them across Africa. We have a lot of them in Nigeria. And I want to say this to every investor. Please, please train your staff. Do you know that even to smile, it needs training? Just to smile, even to welcome guests, it needs training. You need a lot of skills in your choice of words, your words. I mean, even to clean, it needs training. Everything within our component needs training. And I will say this before I close on this topic. Let's train our staff. Let's invest. And I will say, don't open hotel until you train the staff you want to deploy. It's so appalling that you have an investment and you are putting it in the hand of unskilled, untrained staff. Investment of 2 billion. They're not interested in who are those managing it. In fact, most of the hotel owners, they're even the one managing, macro managing, and messing up the whole thing. And the conference we are putting together is actually emphasizing on training. We've started since 2016. We are going for the 7th edition this weekend. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Motayo. Now, one of the words you used whilst you were talking that I liked is menu engineering. That's just the wayside, because I didn't know that we have engineering when it comes to preparing food in the kitchen. But I'm glad you're saying that. We're going to explore that, hopefully, if not today, maybe subsequently when you come to our station. Now, you mentioned cameras installed in hotel facilities, and I want you to address this part very, very properly, because we have seen situations where cameras are placed in people's rooms while managing hotels. And because sometimes the guests who come to use those facilities came in with their own guests, and they came in with their own guests, and they are having a private time together in their rooms. And sometimes these cameras could pick the activities and pick the voices, like you said. And some of the hotel managers or some of the persons who have been employed to manage those cameras have taken the activities of those guests in those hotels, and after they've left, they use those clips to hunt them, to demand money from them, and that if they do not pay up, they are going to use those clips and they are going to post it online to embarrass such people. When you put these facilities in when you put this kind of persons to manage facilities like this, and you have problems coming up like this, it gives the business a bad name. So how do you think hotel managers can fix this? Because it has its own toll in the tourism and hospitality sector in the country. How can we address it?
Whoever is doing that is doing something very illegal. And whoever is doing that, I want to say, please stop it, because if the law catch up with you, you will serve your J terms. Guest room, you don't put camera in guest room. What are you securing in guest room? Guest room is privacy. The guest has paid for that privacy. He has rented that place for that number of period he or she has paid for. Any hotel owners, hotel IT staff, or general managers that put camera in guest room, what you are doing is illegal. And when the law catch up with you, you will serve J terms. I will encourage you to desist from such practice. And one of the things I tell people is that as guests, just be careful. Sometimes people will see an item. They are not cameras. It could just be this fire alarm or smoke detector or smoke alarm. I have seen people saying, no, I'm not staying in this room. This is camera because it's blinking. No, it's not camera. Most of those things in our rooms, they are not cameras. Some of them are for smoke detection, more of smoke detector and objects. So that when you smoke in the room, it will raise the alarm and we'll be able to tell you, no, you are doing the wrong thing, because most of the hotel rooms, they are not smoking room. But I will say this emphatically as an authority. Nowhere in the world is allowed to put camera in guest room. It's against the global best practices. It's against the law. It's against the moral law. And of course, in our standard operating procedures in setting up hotels, it is 100% wrong. And whoever is doing that should desist from it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, thank you so much for addressing that part. Now, this is my next question. I realize that the adoption of IT, of technology in hotels brought a lot of innovation. I can tell that because when we go for trainings and you go to hotels these days, most especially when you go for the kind of hotels that are classy, you don't have keys anymore. Do you have cards that you swipe on the door, and the handle of the door, it opens, you enter? The same card you use to power the electricity on in your room and to do other things in the same room. After which, whenever you're leaving, by the time you remove the card from the slot, power, television, all the electrical appliances in the hotel room goes blank and dies off as if you switch them off. But it is not quite common everywhere in Lagos. So, how can we have such technology deployed from the hotel and hospitality industry to other aspects, even for basic residential areas, so that we have this same simple technology integrating different industries together?
Yeah, thank you. Yes, we will have to keep talking about it. It's very important. There's a need for orientations and reorientations. There are people that we just need to see. As we're having this conversation now, somebody is listening. Technology is actually something everyone needs to embrace because technology makes life easy. Technology makes life easy. In this Nigeria, in Lagos and Abuja, I have been to hotels that I don't need to stand up to open my curtain. I just press a button, it opens the curtain. I press another one, it closes the curtain. Now, today now we have menu that you just need to carry your phone and just scan the QR code. You have the entire menu in your phone. So nobody is carrying the menu jacket again to disturb you or to contact germs. So even I have been to a hotel before. I don't want to mention them because I'm not paying for the advert. The the entire room is regulating itself with my body temperature. I don't need to stand up and switch off the AC. The hotel is in Abuja. So it's taking temperature of my body and taking the temperature of the room. And it's regulating. I did not even wake up at all to switch off the AC. So see how technology has made our life easy. So to me, I would say everything technology should be embraced. Everyone should love it, especially within hospitality sector. You can imagine the PMS. You don't need to say, where's my bill again? Everything is automated. As you are hitting the restaurants, your bill is being updated. They are posting it. Even you are seeing it. I've now seen where you can even order for food from your TV. You just carry your TV remote and place order for food. You don't even need to go to the intercom anymore. So life is becoming so beautiful with technology. We see how people that struggle with just to deploy elevator. What is there in elevator? So one old technology. We still have hotels of 6 floors, 5 floors without functioning elevator. That is not supposed to be so. In fact, government needs to come in and bring a benchmark that if you want to build this floor, there must be provision for elevator. Those are simple technology that every investor should embrace. So we can't even finish talking about technology. What about the IPTV in the TV that you can now watch? You have smart TVs. We still go to hotels that are struggling to provide you a smart TV. You left your house, it has Netflix, it has Prime, it has YouTube. You come to hotel, you can access them. So which one's supposed to be better? Is it hotel or your house? They're supposed to be better. Some of the hotels in Lagos here, a night is over 400,000 naira. One night. One night. Most of the hotels on the island is from 300,000 to 700,000 one night. I should have all that to myself. So technology, technology, technology. It's important, and we all have to embrace it.
Of course, talking about embracing technology, I'm really enjoying your conversation, especially when the way my co-host is talking about entering into the room. He seems to know so much about hotels. And you also seem to have stayed in all the best hotels. I think you both owe me an hotel trip. Yes, I would say this. All right, so still talking about hotels. How do you rate customer satisfaction via technology? Because that's one thing. Technology has been able to get you, your customer or your clients can easily complain, and it's not pushed by the wayside. So in those days, you had to go to a manager, and if the manager liked a particular staff or is friends with the chef, and the chef hasn't given me a good meal, you know, he can push my complaint under the table. But with technology now, it's more open. I want you to throw more light to customer satisfaction via technology, sir.
Thank you for bringing this up. Honestly, reviews, online reviews has put us on our toes. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it that I can check out from a hotel, I'm dissatisfied. I go to your Google account and just click review. I can even post videos of your dirty bed sheet. I can post video of your rubbish food you gave to me. In fact, I can actually post picture of the cockroach running around in my room. I can pick those contents to buttress my points as a reviewer. It's been amazing. You go to TripAdvisor, you see reviews of different hotels. You see Google, you see reviews. If you go to booking.com, you see reviews. You see most of these brands now have reviews. And this has put us on our toes as practitioners. Because you don't want to see bad review. It will start from 1 star. You know that thing is a star. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You start from 1, that's bad. And you see your picture, you see your life in the open. To the general public, do you know that today now, we now discuss our reviews every day. The GMs open his laptop and read for us what this guest said about us, what this one said about us. As we are receiving praises here, we are receiving backlash here. And it's putting us on our toes, and I'm loving it. Because most of these reviews, you can't even deny it. They actually happen. I want to clap for people that put that together. Because you can't imagine your owners reading about bad review from about his facility. You are fired. You don't have job anymore. We have a lot of people that have lost their job today because of bad review, well painted scenario of how guests were treated. And I want to say this to every practitioners. Checking your review every day should be added to your daily work. That helps you to know areas to improve. That helps you to know what to do on what we call service recovery. You can recover service. You check out from my hotel, you had a very bad experience, and you put it online. I can actually engage you and tell you, come back to this hotel on the house. We call it complimentary. And we give you food and wine. And before you know it, we make sure we recover you. But today, when you put your hotel in the hand of unprofessionals, they don't even know where to go and check reviews. Some of the hotel GM don't know the meaning of TripAdvisor, and they've never heard of it before. Yes, because they're just there. And they're not exposed, they don't do. We have a lot of them in Nigeria, especially domestic brands. And I want to call out everyone that set up hotel and name that hotel your name and all that. Please train your staff, because you are actually affecting the sector. Tourists come in and they go out there to put reviews about your hotel. It's not just about your hotel, it's about the country. How do you have hotel infested by pests, rats running around your hotel? Come on. You need to do something about it. You have the foul smell from the bathroom and all that, a whole lot of complaints. And you have a lot of them, the ACs making a hell of noise. You can't even sleep all the night. Go and see review online. Some hotels has over 4,000 reviews. And I love it because reviews has changed the game. Review is a game changer, and it has put every one of us on our toes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Oyinpreye Sunday. We are going to go on a break, and our conversation, we're not done yet. When we return, we'll have more conversation about this. Do join us again. This is Just Africa, and we are reaching you live from our studios at Souk News Television. Welcome back. Many thanks for joining us. This is Just Africa. We have been having a conversation with a hotel and tourism and hospitality expert, Oyinpreye Sunday. Our conversation has been quite robust, entertaining, informative. Now, Swift,
Yes.
he said a whole lot of things. He said a whole lot of things. And
Yes.
one of the aspects that caught my attention that I would like to ask again is now that's what I'm going to, that's the conversation I'm going to start right now. Not food engineering, not menu engineering. Welcome once again, welcome back, Mr. Oyinpreye Sunday. Many thanks for making it a date with us in Just Africa live on Souk News Television. We are glad you're having this conversation with us on hospitality management and leveraging technology to make sure that life is quite simple. Now, this is my question. Going to this direct, do you think the government has done enough in the sense that when you look at the budget for 2025 for hospitality, the Ministry of Hospitality, Tourism, and all of that, the budget, it's not something quite encouraging. And with the kind of infrastructure that is required to facilitate the operationalization, the smooth functioning of that sector because of the massive employment potential it has. I'm curious, do you think we are doing more in that? Or whilst you're addressing that, I need you to also reference if there is a regulatory body that is responsible for picking out all the loopholes that we have in hotel management across the country and, to put them in check to make sure that people's hygiene, security, and cleanliness are put into consideration while running such an enterprise.
Thank you. So I would say government has not done enough for this sector. And I will cite instances, and I pray that the presidents and the presidency, they will see this interview. Number one, this sector does not have an independent ministry. They created one, Ministry of Tourism, for the first time, I think, when Bola Ahmed Tinubu became the president. They created Ministry of Tourism. We have a minister, Lola Adejon. It's not up to 1 year that ministry was merged with culture, art, tourism, and creative economy. And tourism has now become a department in that ministry. I will still want to say this sector is too big not to have a ministry at the federal level that can look after this sector. The current minister will be overwhelmed. You are putting tourism, you are putting art, culture, creative economy under her alone. That's a lot already. Number two problem in our sector that government is not doing well with is regulations. We only have it in paper. Ministries of Culture and Tourism. They have Director of Tourism, Assistant Director of Tourism, they have the Permanent Secretary, they have Commissioner. Most of the states, the only thing they do is to go to that office and bear those names. What are they actually doing when it comes to regulations? If government is actually doing well with regulations and policies and implementations and enforcement, some hotels have no business to be in the market. And this is a government thing. A private person cannot do enforcement. How do you run a hotel and there is nothing, no compliance from the health? From health, no compliance. There's something we call food handlers test. How many hotels have done that and they are operating? They are operating. What about kitchen? There are minimum standards to be able to produce safe food and healthy food from our kitchen. How many hotels has been certified? How many hotels government has gone to say, open this kitchen, open this chiller, open this deep freezer? Open this. Let's see. I tell you, in some of the hotels' kitchen is cockroach and rat running around. Most time we have food poisoning. We don't even know where we contact poison. Some are from the hotel. Forget about the finished product. What about the space they are producing this food? Not to not talk about medical tests for the entire staff. We have a lot of non-compliance in all this sector. Then go back to the entire facility of the hotel. I will say that governments need to take hospitality more serious, because we are the only sector, or one of the sector, that can give bad image to the country. We can mess up the country image, because once we are not doing well, we are not complying to the basic standard, it's an issue. And the only person that can handle that is government. We need more policies, regulatory policies, and implementation. We have people, I can't even mention, when I mention dimensions, what about sanitization? How do we clean our rooms? So we still have guests that contact diseases from our toilet. We have some guests that when they check in, they will bring their own sanitizer and clean your hotel room in front of you first. Don't even talk about lifting the bed, lifting the mattress. Oh yeah, what is under your bed? It will amaze you. If I use condom with sperm inside, can even be there. So who are those checking this? It's not just about collecting money from hotels, different levies, different things. You pay for this, you pay for that. What are the government giving back to this sector? We have a lot of levy. The federal government will collect VAT is now 7.5. The government, like Lagos State government, they will collect another tax. We have a lot of tax. We have a lot of taxes here and there. They call it consumption tax. Please come and plug this. We call it consumption tax. So we have a lot going on in our sector. What are the government giving us? Look at the lights. Look at the power now. Some hotels cannot even survive again because of power. Some hotels cannot survive again because of power. They have to close or find a way to increase their rates. So I can go on and on. We have some hotels that there's a minimum number of staff that should be employed. But how many have they employed? Some of them need to employ like 10. They employ only 7 or 5. Let me now go back to salary. Government need to look at the welfare of those working in hospitality sector. They talk about minimum wages now. Some hotels are still paying 1/3 of the minimum wage. What is government doing about it? They're just looking. And this is our sector that government should be interested in. Government can make the law that you cannot employ a staff and be paying the person 20,000 naira. I still have some hotels in Akwa Ibom State today that pay staff 25,000 naira. You can do the research. In some states, all this Kogi, all this, they are even in Ibadan, even in this Lagos, there are some people that still pay people 35,000 naira salary. Is it for transport? Or I would say, is it for a bar? So what I'm saying is that government needs to step up monitoring hospitality in whole essence. It's sad. Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. Very quickly, we want to talk about your hotel conference, the Hotel International Conference for Africa. I want to ask what inspired this? Whole owners of different hospitality complexes, hotels meeting under one roof or under one body to have this meeting. I also want to say, why is it key that all stakeholders should be involved in this conference and that is happening?
Okay, I want to say this. The conference is not just for hotel owners. The conference is named Hotel Managers Conference Africa. The managers there is management. Everyone involved in the management of any hotels in Nigeria, in Africa, in the world can actually access and attend this conference. Um, Basically, the conference is for capacity building, skills acquisition. That, as a matter of fact, this conference was established to address the knowledge gap in our sector because I saw the need to raise more professionals. I saw the need to raise more people that are conscious of this work. It's a professional work. It's not just for anyone. It's a job that needs skills. It's a job that needs a whole lot of capacity to be able to manage hotel, even 20-room hotel. So what the conference is addressing, number one, knowledge gap. Number two, we create an atmosphere that we can know ourselves, networking. We need to work together. Everyone managing hotels should be in this space, get to know I am managing hotel in Akwa Ibom State. I should be able to know those managing hotels within the same sector in Kano State, in Sokoto State. So there's a need for that. That's number two is addressing. Number three is to create an ecosystem, a market space where we have solution providers, technology, equipment, services, guest amenities, mention it. They come together to meet the users. How we discuss, how do we move forward from here? So, Hotel Managers Conference Africa is a market space that you can come and meet solutions to enhance your operations and the overall guest experiences. And above all, it's still a platform for recognition because we do gala and award night. We need to recognize those that are doing well and tell them you can do more to encourage others to actually aspire to do more. Hotel Managers Conference is a whole lot. We have keynote speeches, we have panel discussions, we have guest speaker, we have speed mentoring because we see the need for sustainability sake. We need to mentor the next generation. We need to show them the way how it can be done. How can they? We have to build a career path. The conference is a whole lot, much more. Thank you.
All right, still talking about the conference, how can somebody be part of it? So if I'm watching right now and I'm like, oh, I love this, maybe I'm somebody that I'm interested in going into the hospitality or getting a hotel in the future, how can people be part of it? How can hotel owners who are not aware already be part? And people who are not even hotel owners, stakeholders, if I want to watch your conference, I want to know what's going on, how can I also be a part of this conference, sir?
Yes, you can Google hotelmanagersconference.com. That's our website, hotelmanagersconference.com. The conference this year is the 7th edition of the conference. And it's going to take place at Lagos Continental. The 7th edition of Hotel Managers Conference Africa is going to take place this weekend, June 28th and 29th, at Lagos Continental. Grand African Ballroom in the 3rd floor. Now, to participate is a paid event. If you go to the website, you will see, and you can pick my number when time permits. We have different categories of participation. We have the combo, that one you see the price, and we have the regular participation, that one is 130,000 naira. You see everything that covers. Go to the website now, you will see the whole details in how to register, make your payment, and be a part of it. Saturday is the day one, 7 a.m. to 9:30 is going to be arrival, registration, red carpet, meet and greet. And from 9:30, we have to converge in the hall and start the conversation. It's yearly, and all the speakers are confirmed. We have those coming from other countries. Last year, we recorded participants from 16 countries. And this time around, we are having people flying in from every regions in Africa, the East Africa, the South Africa, the West Africa, and even the North Africa. We have those coming from the Middle East, the UK, the US. We have them. They are already in Lagos. Some are arriving today, some are arriving tomorrow. So the conference is 2 days. On Saturday, it runs from 7 a.m. to about 5 p.m. On Sunday, from 9 a.m. to about 4:30. Then we come back on Sunday for the gala night from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m.
All right. Thank you so much. We've been having conversation with Olugbenga Sunday, an hospitality expert in Nigeria and in the world. Thank you so much for your time with us this morning on Just Africa on Souk News Television.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I sincerely appreciate you. And I'm going, let me say, I'm going you a 5-star treat any of these days.
Come for that. Thank you so much, sir.
Hey, thank you so much. And that's where we draw the curtain right here on the program, Just Africa, Hospitality Management. Quite an insightful conversation.
I've learned a lot. And it's interesting. And the good thing is I'm going to Souk Femi Wash Media, our TV station. We're going to be live at that event. We're going to be covering. We're going to have podcasts. We're going to have our staff come in. We're also standing as a media liaison and partnership. So we want people to know more about the hospitality industry, which is key.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And it's time for us to go. I am Oyinpreye Krumale. Many thanks for watching.
And I am Swift Aderinto. Like I always tell you, buy Africa, dream Africa, and be African. Have a beautiful day.